Well, hey guys, it's Cruiser Bruiser here. I don't have much memory left on my camera because I have all day from the other day riding. I think that was Thursday. Today is Sunday, but I have like the entire day of riding from Thursday on here, so I only have like 20% memory left. So I'm just gonna ride until it dies, and whatever footage I get is what you hear, or what you see. You get what you see. Get what you came for. So guys, one thing I wanted to talk about today is Conor McGregor. Yeah, all you Aldo fans can shut your whore mouths now. All that shit talk about, oh, McGregor's just, all he is the trash talker, he ain't gonna do nothing, he's gonna get knocked out, blah blah blah. Yeah, that lasted a whole 13 seconds, didn't it? That's what I thought. Aldo got his fucking ass beat. He got knocked out cold. Shut his ass up. Not that he was really saying anything anyway, but McGregor had that fight won before they even freaking rang the bell. He had that fight won a month before their first fight was supposed to happen. It's the thing about with a guy like McGregor. I mean, he's the real deal. Everybody knows he can fight. He can beat the shit out of pretty much anyone. But all his shit talking and all his, you know, like mind games, you know, mind fucking that he was doing with Aldo lost the fight before they even got in there. A guy like McGregor, when you know he's capable of beating the shit out of you, and then you hear him saying all that stuff he's saying, you know, and being all confident like he is, yeah, he's gonna get in your head. But did you guys watch the fight? If so, I hope you were a McGregor fan, because if not, then you had a really, really bad night. Well, a really bad 13 seconds. And like McGregor said, you know, he said months ago, he said, I will win this fight in less than 4 minutes. I predict these things. Those are his exact words. He predicted it, and he did it. This guy, I mean, everybody said he was so cocky because he, you know, tried to predict when he was going to win the fight and how he was going to win the fight. Well, he predicted it spot on. It was less than 4 minutes. If he would have said less than a minute, everybody would have really got their panties in a whirl, and then whenever he won it in 13 seconds, they'd be like, what the hell? This dude's a psychic. I like how they built this brand new road by the white trash, like, trailer park area. Well, it's not even white trash. That's like our little smaller version of Little Mexico. We have an actual trailer park up here. I wonder if I'll drive through it if it's still here. I know years ago they used to call it Little Mexico, and they have they got a church in the trailer park. They had a little convenience store. I mean, it was like an actual full-on little city in a trailer park. Make sure I'm still recording. Detour ahead. Well, whose head am I going to detour? I got to find a head to detour. Who would have thought this late in the year, in December, it would be 65, almost 70 degrees, and I'd be out riding. Which, I mean, usually this time of the year it's like 30 degrees, and I'd be out riding. But you know, it's like 65 degrees. Let's go check on Little Mexico. See if I can remember where it is. Bay Drive. Bay. Don't worry, it's B-A-Y, not B-A-E. Not that kind of bay. Oops, I didn't want to be in first gear. I do not want to throw myself over the bars. This, ladies and gentlemen, is at least what used to be called Little Mexico. I'm not sure if they still call it Little Mexico or not. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Trailer Park Boys, the Mexico edition. Where is the church? There used to be a little church in here. Still recording? Yes. Boarding. Little sewage lake down there. Do they still have the church in the store? Not sure. I like how they got the hole blocked off with trash cans and yellow tape. I'm gonna get lost in Little Mexico. There's the church. They're right there. The Capilla Mexico Chiquito. That's the little Mexico chapel. See? Mexico Chiquito. It's Little Mexico. That's their church right there. It's pretty cool. That's one thing. It's through here. If you ever want some good Mexican food, make some friends with someone who lives in this area. These people are all basically just self-sustainable. I mean, they probably would never, if that store was still here, I'm not sure. They sell nachos there. I remember that living in a trailer park when I was a kid. We had a lady that would sell ice cream. I know it sounds kind of weird, like pedo-ish, but all the neighborhood kids would go to her house and she'd sell ice cream cones and, you know, popsicles and sodas and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Nothing at all wrong with living in a trailer park. If that's where you live, don't think anything of it. I grew up in trailer parks. Nothing wrong with it. Think of it this way, your rent's cheaper, or your payments, depending on if you buy, you know, usually if you have a trailer, you own it. You might as well. There's no point in renting a trailer. But yeah, I mean, those are trailer parks that I've lived in have always been like the best communities. Because, I mean, they don't have a lot. You know, people who live in trailer parks, you know, we never had a lot. My bicycle was all I had. And that's all we did. We rode bicycles around the entire neighborhood. We knew every single person. I mean, anybody's house in the entire neighborhood we could go in. You just walk right in. Because we knew everybody. So that was cool. And if your parents wanted to know where you were, find the yard with the most bicycles in it, and that's where everybody was. And that, YouTube, is Little Mexico. Their church is even called the Little Mexico Chapel. I don't remember if, I know I told somebody, it might have been like Reggie and the gang and the Hangouts about Little Mexico. I'm not sure. Maybe it was in a private message. I really don't know. But if I ever did say anything and you remember me saying it, then that's what it was. But I don't know what they did with the little store. I guess everybody just started selling stuff out of their own trailers and just the store wasn't really needed anymore. Like neighborhood cookouts. If you ever watch Trailer Park Boys and you see like the, you know, the neighborhood cheeseburger cookouts and the neighborhood like fun days and stuff like that, like the trailer park fairs and all that kind of stuff, yeah, that's not fake. That actually happens. Like there's, everybody gets together and has like one big gigantic yard sale, like a trailer park sale basically. Everybody gets together and everybody cooks out. If you're lucky enough to live at one that has a community pool around, you know, everybody meet up at the community pool, cook out. Same way, you know, with apartments and stuff. There's some apartments my dad used to live in. We used to have community cookouts by the pool. But yeah, so all that stuff in Trailer Park Boys, most of that stuff's true. In case you didn't know that. I got one of those boogers that are like really, really loose that hang in your nose hairs. Aw, man. Possum. Those bitches are everywhere. Mother of pearl. I don't really care to get it out. I just want to lodge it in somewhere so it stops moving every time I breathe. booger problems. If I wasn't wearing gloves and a full face, I would just pick the fucker and throw it. Hey, I'm not above picking and flicking boogers. You guys can't lie, I know you guys pick and flick boogers. Eating them is when it gets weird. Nothing wrong with picking a booger. You gotta get it out of there somehow. Can't always blow your nose.